Rashad Davis raised his son to trust in the process. To wait his turn. To earn his keep. But as he has watched Raesjon spend most of his freshman season at USC on the sideline, he has sometimes had a hard time following his own advice. When Raesjon Davis signed with USC, he was the second highest rated recruit in the Trojans 2021 class and the number 3 player in the state, a rangy linebacker from Santa Ana Mater Dei who could rush the passer with abandon or hold his own in coverage. His signing was a significant victory for USC, capping what felt like a major recruiting turnaround. His freshman season hasn't exactly reflected that significance. Davis has played only 12 snaps over 2 games on USC's defense, 11 of which came in the season opener against San Jose State. But although his defensive role disappeared, Davis still played in 9 games this season on USC's kickoff and punt return teams, making him ineligible to redshirt under NCAA rules, which allow players to appear in a maximum of 4 games. That's where Rashad's frustration gets the best of him. For them to burn his red shirt, I just couldn't understand it. Couldn't get any explanation for it, Davis said. That's a big deal. You don't get the year back. As a lost season enters its last 2 weeks, USC coaches have already had to weigh decisions on how to handle the future eligibility of players they probably won't be coaching a month from now. It's a difficult situation to consider, made even more complicated this season by the influx of players taking advantage of the extra year afforded by the NCAA from the pandemic. Injuries haven't helped, either, as USC has had to dig into its depth down the stretch of the season. But more often than not, the Trojans' current coaches have been especially conservative with a recruiting class that was hailed as the 7th best in the nation by 247 sports. It's something we discuss as an entire staff. We come together and try to figure out what's best for the roster, make a decision and roll with it. The other thing is communicating with the kid and making sure they understand what the plan is. We don't ever want to do what's not right for the kid. In Davis's case, Donte Williams said he didn't believe Davis would need 5 seasons to establish himself at USC. I think this is showing him some of the things that he also needs to work on in the offseason that he feels to get himself prepared for not just the rest of this year, but also for next.